Hey guys. Oh, it's been a while since I have updated any garden videos, and as you can see behind me, we're looking really crazy. So I think today's video is just going to be me cleaning up some of the beds, and I'll probably end up having to do a voiceover because it's really windy out here. Time to get all of this out of here. These honestly should have been cut and removed during during the end of spring, or sorry, it's end of summer. But it happens to the best of us. We start slacking, and then just run out of time. And these aren't going to cut it. Alrighty, something to think about before you start. Make sure you have the right nippers or garden snippers. And these tomato plants are so densely packed in here and dried out. Also, I like these for maybe small projects, but definitely won't be using them for big garden projects. All the seeds I'm throwing everywhere. It's going to be fun trying to pick all that out next year. Still don't have a compost. We're going to nip those down at the root so that whatever is underground can just keep decaying under the ground. No point in... I'm going to try the no-till method where I don't mess with the dirt and just leave that little natural ecosystem alone to do its thing. No point in messing with it, messing up what it's got going on in there. I'm just going to brush up a bunch of the, what do you call it? The mulch. And then from there, I'll add compost and whatever amendments I'm going to add to that top layer, and then just cover it back over with the mulch. Had I done this before everything died, it'd been nice and clean and clear, but life happens. Goodness, that's like a tree trunk. I'm probably going to have to invest in some better garden shears. All those seed pods are all in there. Another reason you want to get to them before they die, you can spare yourself the headache of having to pick every single little basil plant that's going to try to come up in this bed. I don't see a lot of weeds happening here, so that makes me happy. There are a few I'm going to have to pick out. Like these lower beds over here are packed full of dandelions and thistle and a few other not so great weeds that need to come out. This is a prime example of what happens when you let your garden go. And here in southwest Oklahoma, because I do have my drip system set up and I do have a lot of perennials, I had to turn it back on because they weren't dying completely. And so a lot of the stuff didn't go dormant, it wasn't storing the energy, and it was just drying out. So hopefully I turn that back on in time and the perennials aren't going to die on me. I'll come over here in a minute. Our chives are coming back full force. It's so exciting. And if I had a big, huge compost, all of this would be getting put into it, which I probably need to wheel this out of here. Goodness, that was tiring in its own. But yeah, there's a few onions that I had placed in here, and I'm taking it they died and their new babies are coming from the plant left behind. Just like a lot of the other onions that are growing around here. See, it's so warm here, our asparagus is confused and it's sending up new asparagus shoots. It's supposed to be winter here, and it is currently sitting at 75 degrees outside. Get this all cut back and I'll show y'all exactly what I'm talking about. It's making me very nervous for spring, which I think asparagus could be fine. I think they're very, very. I'll probably put some of this stuff I'm cutting on top, especially if it's going to get cold. What are you doing, mister? You trying to get some asparagus? That's not for you. It's a nice little plump asparagus right here, just ready to pick, actually. Rather than letting it turn into a big fern, I'm probably just going to pick it and snack on it, honestly. Part of weeding is also getting the plants and the roots out of the ground before they make seeds. So all these weeds are going to be either plant those in here in the spring or something that blew in here. You see, I have my little helper so graciously analyzing everything I throw on the ground. And this'll, you want to get this big rooted plant out as soon as you can when you see those. That's only going to get more spikier and more harder to grab if you let it get any bigger than that, which is already spiking through my gloves. We don't want to touch the blackberries or the blueberries. These new canes that grew this year are going to explode in growth in the spring and hopefully give us a lot of blackberries and blueberries. And then when you let plants get this big, it just gets overwhelming. I think we're going to save that for another day. Well, if you like this video, please give me a like and subscribe to keep up with what we get cleaned up and what we get growing this spring coming up. Hope you have a good one and good luck to all you gardeners out there. It's that time. Here's an up close of the asparagus that are coming out, just so weather confused. Blackberries, blueberries. Strawberries are just all over the place. I mean, they're still alive, they're still happy, they're still healthy. And all those leaves are going to help mulch. I just got to make sure that we don't get any rot. When it starts to rain again in the spring, I need to come out here and clear all that out. Over here, that needs to be cleaned out a little bit more. Ooh, but yes, here are our chives coming back strong. Some old onions from last season. I'm pretty sure this is a weed because I didn't plant anything that should look like that over there. And I want to come back and make sure to get that later. Same thing over here. Just weeds growing that I need to pick. If you ever get any Egyptian walking onions, so this is the pot they're in. However, they have walked all the way over there and right there. So these tall little stalks fall over and the tops have little florets that form and they hit the ground. And just like that, you get onions everywhere.